doing today? I hope you all are well. Thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. This is Toby with Birdsong Studios. I appreciate so much your presence here, your time, your attention, your openness to these messages. Today we're going to be looking at the energies around the 1111 portal. As you can see, this is the sigil that was channeled to represent these energies and to hold activations and transmissions to assist us through this time. There's a lot here. As I finished, I was kind of surprised, to be honest. There's a lot here. Not surprised that there was a lot, but that I don't go into it with any expectation, but I just remember feeling like, wow, that's a lot of energy. There is a lot of energy, and I do feel like, as we've talked about in leading up to this, that the time frame from 10:10 to 11:11 was really, really important for all of us. And there feels like there's been, I've noticed it in conversations with friends, with family, and readings that I've done, personal readings I've done, and then in the messages that have come through for the collective, that there's been a lot of shedding, there's been a lot of releasing, there's been a lot of recalibration and reorientation in alignment with what and who we really want to be. And so this adjustment period of recognizing those behavior patterns that are not in alignment with that, and the releasing and the acceptance that goes along with that process as well. So with this 11:11, it definitely feels like a point of integration and of bringing all of that information in together so that we are walking in that I'm hearing fresh truth of how we want to be and experience the world, how we want to be in the world and experience the world. So we're going to start with the Elemental Oracle deck and see what messages come through for us here to support us during this time. Give us some insight on what we may experience. So how have you guys been? How has this past month been for you in particular? Oh, there's a lot happening, right? A lot. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, as we were just talking about a lot, cleansing storms. Yeah, this is that cleansing of all of those things that don't resonate, you know, and that sounds so surface level, and that's not the way I mean it. That's not the energy that's coming through. These are deep things being released. These are karmic patterns. These are generational healings and generational patterns that are being recognized and released, transmuted at this time. And there's a level of acceptance that's available through that process, but it is for us to allow the process to unfold rather than to... What I'm hearing is rather than to try to make sense of it. So it's the inner knowing of what the process is bringing to you, rather than it's in the receiving of the information, rather in the going after the information. So this is a massive cleansing, and it doesn't, you know, of course, storms bring nourishing rain and supportive rain. They can also cause damage, of course. So this feels like it holds within it, and I'm seeing the lightning here, which reminds me of the Tower card. So this is not to say that, and I'm also getting Uranian energy here with the lightning. This is not to say that some of these things didn't come as a literal shock, or didn't have the effect of unleashing a torrent of emotion is what I'm hearing. But that in itself is cleansing, right? So it is that bit of the polarity of the experience between the releasing of it and then the need to be able to experience the emotions that are happening with that. It's not just to the same effect is not going to occur if you feel the emotion swelling up and you try to shut it down. With this, I don't think shutting it down is even possible, because what's going to happen is it's going to come out in another way. So you may have already been experiencing this. If not, I would say do not be surprised if you don't experience that, especially around this 11:11 portal. Even if you have been experiencing it, you may find that there is this, I don't want to say last bit of cleansing, but for this particular cycle, especially this karmic cleansing, this ancestral healing, this generational healing, there is massive cleansing that's going on, so that we are able to move forward lighter, with a sense of speed and agility and flexibility, because we're no longer being anchored and tied down with those past patterns and those past traumas and wounds that have kept us tied into the past and burdened by those experiences. And I say burdened, but again, it's important for us. Part of this acceptance is understanding that we needed to experience those things in order to get to this point of speed and movement and taking this literal quantum leap forward. And I find it interesting that we have the 23, which is 5, and then we have 42, which is 6. This progression, and 5 and 6, 11. So this progression of movement forward and the growth, it's showing the growth. And look, we even have the clouds represented here in this card. Let's see if I can get this right. Ooh, wrong way. The storm is behind us at this point, right? This is the leaping forward through this portal. Wow, that was really, that's awesome, you guys. Awesome, awesome. So now we're going to go to Sacred Forest. No, I'm sorry, Shaman's Dream Oracle. I'll do a few more oracle cards before we go to the tarot. Yeah, big movement coming. And this cleansing, this clearing that we've been doing and that is occurring at this time is necessary in order for us to move into this next stage, this next cycle, literally with a clean slate, so to speak. Released from some of the restrictions that have held us back, or released from all the restrictions that have held us back, depending upon where you fall in this. But you know, I don't want anyone to judge their own experience. Certainly I am not judging your experience. We all are in different places in the soul's journey of growth and remembrance and recognition and ascension. So wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, we were just the sacred contract, yes, because the covenant. And look, now we have 7. So we're going to put 7 over here. Now we have 7. This is that progression. Now, look, it's blank. What did I just talk about with the clean slate? So all of the things that, oh my gosh, wow, major chills. You are actually writing your own experience, and I feel like a contract has been fulfilled with where you are so far. That's not to say that we're all just going to disappear. But that's to say that this portion of your contract has been fulfilled through this process. We are making this beautiful progression. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. And now, what is the sacred contract, the sacred covenant that you want to write with yourself going forward? You've released this, you've released these wounds and the traumas that have happened in the past from your experience and from generations prior, from ancestral trauma and wounding and patterning. And so now, what do you want to put in this sacred covenant with yourself? For it is yours to write. It is truly yours to write. And now you have this blank slate. Didn't blank slate come up in like the Aries, was it the Aries full moon? Yeah, it would have been the Aries full moon reading. I think it did. It was one not too long ago. Anyway, yeah, this is the blank slate. Sorry, I think I may have missed my cue, so let's go again. Yeah, I figured. Heart, home, compassion. So now we have 9 with 27. There's another 7. We're in a 7-year. And it's to write this contract from what? From your heart space. In the past, we have written contracts. We have written our ambitions, I'm hearing, our goals, our priorities based upon someone else's expectations or requirements, I'm hearing, or even societal conditioning. And maybe some of you, I'm hearing, but I haven't done that. And that's fantastic. What I'm getting is, if that is the case for you, that's phenomenal. But what I'm getting is that even if it wasn't something from this lifetime, it may have been something from a past lifetime that you brought along that maybe was a subconscious, having an effect through your subconscious on your conscious reality and on your conscious actions. And so that has been released through this process, and now you're able to really fully, truly come from this heart space that is based in compassion for yourself, first of all, for others, for the ancestors, for any karmic relationships or any karmic connections you have had. And it's this space of compassion that allows you to write this contract from a place of truly love for oneself. An acceptance of oneself, and this sense of freedom that allows you to list out your goals, your priorities, your loves, your passions without inhibition. And this is the space that then holds you going forward. This is the contract with which you purchase this new home, this heart home. Oh, that's really beautiful. Okay, we're going to go to the Life Soul Vision Oracle now. I think we'll expand upon this heart home a little bit further before we go to the with the oracle cards before we go to the tarot. Interesting that we went from 5, 6, 7 to 9, and I feel like there's more to the heart home. It's almost like the 8 is what we need here to fill in this bit of a gap. So we'll see. It's a 6. Oh, built from love. Look at that. It's root energy. It's root chakra energy. Oh, it's this new foundation. You know, your root chakra is your foundation. It is your sense of security, safety, stability. Where your seeds were planted. And now you have these seeds that are planted from this place of love. And look how we have the eclipse. I mean, it's a golden ring, but it reminds me of the eclipse, and we just had an annular eclipse like that, although it wasn't visible where I live, but it was visible in some places. Spirit horse, and then we have another 5. Yeah, sovereign power. This is the power to make these choices. The power is within you to run freely. Yeah. The running here again, leaping forward with speed, with speed and with spirit. Because you have the power of the divine within you, and you're being invited to allow that to help guide you as you write this covenant, as you write this sacred contract with yourself. Allow the divine within you to guide you as you write this. Let it be the foundation as you move forward, as you leap ahead, as you take this quantum leap forward. Oh gosh, and it's card number 11. Third eye energy. Yeah, this is that knowing thyself is what I'm hearing. Using your intuition, allowing the okay, hang on just a second. We've got the root chakra here, we've got third eye chakra here. There's our 8, 53, the guide and the gift. And we have the horse again. Ooh, I've got chills. Oh my gosh. There's the portal, the 1111 portal. It's interesting because I get this real sense of the variety of guides around all of you guys, and I'm getting, and it's utilizing your third eye and your crown chakra to really open your heart and your awareness to the messages that are coming through for you at this time. With the hummingbirds, we have ancestral and those who have those who have transitioned into spirit. Here we have the presence of fairies and other elementals. We have earth energies. We have We have the galactic energies. We have the angelic realm here with the rainbow. The amount of guides, there are so many. There are just so many. And so it's this... the gift is in utilizing your intuition to know and trust the messages you are getting. And part of this is about listening to your guides. And I know you're here, and I'm bringing through information for you, and I so appreciate your presence and your ear and your eyes and your heart being open to all of this. The message that is coming through, however, and I love that it's coming through this reading now, is that only you can truly know what messages are for you. And maybe you can identify your guide, and maybe you cannot, and that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to know their name. You don't have to know even what realm they're from, or what dimension they're from, or what they look like, what they sound like. You just need to know what they feel like. You just need to know what they feel like. And this is that heart space. This is the built from love. This is the sovereign power. Part of this clearing process is so you can understand and hear your guides or guide more clearly. It's using your intuition, not someone else's suggestion, not someone else's guidance, not someone else's experience in particular, to determine what the guidance is that you are receiving as an individual. Because you're here to write this contract for yourself, by yourself. Empowered in that doing it yourself. Empowered in that sovereign power. That freedom, the independence, the trust in yourself, and the ability, and the trust in your ability to do this. You've gone through all this cleansing. Now it's for you to trust yourself. Now it's for you to listen to your guides or guide, and trust that you know what's best for you. Trust that you are hearing what you're hearing, that you are feeling what you're feeling, that you are sensing what you're sensing, that you are knowing what you're knowing. And it's not that you can't speak to someone else about this. It's not that you can't watch a tarot reading, or it's not that you can't have a conversation with someone or ask their opinion. But ultimately, it's for you to make that decision. What speaks to you? It doesn't matter what anyone else's experience is. Because you are writing this sacred contract for you and no one else. Only you know what's truly in your heart. You know you best. Your guides know you so well. Sometimes I do think our guides know us better than we do, but we're getting to this point of knowing ourselves, and it is time to truly trust that. So that's why there was this skip here. That's why it skipped from 7 to 9. Because we needed this piece of the puzzle. We needed this piece. This is the piece where we can create this heart home. recognizing the gift that is within each of us, that is us. The divinity within us, the sovereignty within us, the freedom within us, the knowing within us. This is our guide. Okay, let's go to the tarot and see if there's anything else to add to this. We have the Chariot, we have the Horse again, and look, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Abundance. Chariot is card number 7. We have another 7. Abundance, satisfaction, stability. Portal, please. That would be the one. The Two of Cups. Ten of Swords. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans, if anyone's wondering. The Ace of Wands. One more at least. Let's see. Okay. I'm feeling this either or energy here. And this either or is feels indicative of like past patterns too, but it's at this point of trusting oneself in what brings us a sense of wholeness and completeness, which is what I'm getting from this Two of Cups. It can be I don't want to say we're not going to feel complete without another person. That's not what I'm insinuating in the least. However, this could be representative of bringing the aspect of love into your life so that it rounds out, it fills up an aspect of your life that maybe you haven't been focused on. But more than that, I'm actually feeling this as far as balance within yourself, the divine masculine, divine feminine aspects of yourself. And so, it's interesting that it came out either or. I said it again. Every other one. So we have that. Then we have the Ten of Swords. That's the end of a very, very tough time. Very, very tough time. We have the Ace of Wands. This new beginning with passion and fire, action, movement. New growth. We have the Five of Pentacles here, feeling left out. isolation I'm getting from that. I'm also getting a sense of regret. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, right? Wishes granted. So that either or energy, feels really prevalent here. It's making the decision. It's almost showing you, yes, it's showing you how we can move forward, as we talked about before, in your sovereign power, being empowered in your sovereignty, trusting in yourself, knowing yourself, trusting your heart, trusting the growth. Or it's going back to the old patterns of this Ten of Swords, of feeling wounded and exhausted and mentally just fried is the word I'm getting, and left out. Or feeling balanced with passion moving forward, already embodying a sense of fulfillment, because the fulfillment comes from oneself. So which choice are we going to make? What are we going to write in this sacred contract? This is what we're writing at this time. For those of you listening, I really feel like this represents the past. These two, the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I really feel like this is represents the past, and it represents what you've left behind, what you've been cleansed from, what you have cleansed from yourself through the actions and the work that you've done, the actions you've taken, the work that you've done. And this is what's leaving you with this clean slate, this blank slate, in order to be able to write this new contract from this place of knowing yourself and knowing, trusting in the guidance that you receive as an individual. That's what's going to bring you to, or what's going to align with a balanced state, with a state of feeling motivated and inspired, with a state of feeling fulfilled. Okay, let's see. We are going to close with... What are we going to close with? Let's close... No. I'm going to use the Healing Waters Oracle. It is Scorpio season. There's a lot of water energy going on here. Very much heart-centered energy. So let's go with the Healing Waters. And you guys remember, if you are interested in a light language sigil reading for yourself, the information to schedule that is in the description box below. Those are available. Okay. Oh, well, there we go. Confirmation of everything we've talked about. The waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. That says it all, does it not? This is taking up space. This is, oh, it's interesting. This kind of waterfall-y type energy here too. Waterfall-y, not exactly a word. But anyway, yeah, the unbridled confidence, the confidence to, I'm going to put it right here, the confidence to move forward because you know yourself. You trust in yourself. You trust in your guides over all else. You are empowered in that knowing. You are empowered in this process of writing this contract yourself. This is not being undertaken from a place of anxiety or apprehension, or I'm not good enough to do this, or I don't deserve to dream big when I write this contract. No, this comes from a place of knowing you are deserving, knowing that what at one time you thought was impossible is absolutely possible, and it's closer than you may imagine. This is limitless possibilities, limitless potential. It's the inner power that creates magic. The inner power that when you let it, when you unleash it, it is magic. And then remember that it's when you do that, when you embody that, not only are you releasing magic into your reality and you are embodying magic and love and empowerment and sovereignty, but the energy of that spreads out to those around you as well. Okay, guys, really amazing. I love the messages here. So I hope this was helpful for you. I am going to leave it here. I appreciate, again, so much your time, your attention, your openness to these messages. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Thank you all for your continued support. I'm sending you so much love. And just sending you all the energy of magic and power and empowerment and confidence to write this sacred contract during this time for your highest good. Okay. Thank you so much. Sending you all my best, and I will see you soon.